Welcome to the Salmon Runs YouTube. Enjoy the video.
You start by booting into UEFI to confirm Secure Boot is enabled but not active. Open firmware settings now and authenticate as administrator. You need to verify the installed bootloader is properly signed for your OS, because unsigned loaders prevent activation. Once done, prepare a recovery USB and note your firmware version so you can revert changes if needed. Make sure to back up important data before continuing. This prevents surprises when certificates or keys are modified during the process. You now inspect the UEFI key store to see PK, KEK, DB, and DBX entries. This tells you why Secure Boot stays inactive. If the OS bootloader lacks a proper DB entry, export or obtain the vendor certificate in PEM or DARE format and import it into DB using firmware or signing tools. Use the platform's key enrollment flow to add KEK and update PK if needed. Once the correct keys are enrolled, you can attempt activation. Make sure each step completes without signature errors. You enable Secure Boot in firmware and reboot to confirm the signed boot path loads. Watch for bootloader rejection messages. If the system fails, reset keys to factory defaults or clear PK and re-enroll vendor KEK/DB entries so the firmware accepts your bootloader signatures. As a fallback, boot the recovery USB to remove problematic DBX entries or restore an older DB that contains the vendor certificate. If problems persist, retry key enrollment steps and check firmware logs for signature rejection.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.